Hello, Americans, and other friends and subscribers around the world. Back again, man. I almost forgot. Get Kai. Kai, go. Almost forgot to do a video, man, for tomorrow. Been busy. Knocked out a lot of. I put a lot of items on eBay today. You can check that out in the link down below. Check out our t-shirts too. Just throw a little bit of that in. Going to get you. Knock it off. We've been out in the creek. I've been down in the creek working, man. He's all wet. He's getting mud all over me.
Well, that's why you haven't played with the mud all today.
Dude, I've been throwing the ball for him for days. And then we've been down the creek. I actually do got some water flowing, trying to get the water. I do have it going into, turning that back into swampland. I did have a question. Somebody had asked. I should have, oh, there it is right here. But Jade had asked me why did you try to dry the swampland originally, and now why are you letting it go back to nature? I didn't. They did that like 20 years ago when they tried to make this into a. If you don't watch my videos and stuff, this was originally they tried to do a RV park here. And like our Vagabond, you know, 'cause we call this the cabin. I've said it a zillion times, but it's actually a 1949 Vagabond park model trailer that you can kind of see behind us that we live in. And then this is actually a snow shelter over the top that we put walls on and everything. So we're actually in an RV slot, man. And I got, what do we have, 14 or 8? 10. I don't know. We got a bunch of slots. Got more. Not all of them have power. I think we have 6 or 8 that have power. And septic. And then we have some that just have septic. And then we have two that have water. Anyway, that's a long story. But anyway, so I did not do that. And I've wanted to, well, we tried to do a garden. We tried to do some permaculture. I cut down a lot of, we're having a lot of issues with the black sinners. If you know anything about cottonwoods, they get that black rot disease and stuff. So I cut a bunch of them down and was going to go all the way in. And then I was going to use them to do these whimsical things for the garden. And as it turns out, it turned out good because I didn't cut those off. The garden thing was way too wet down there, man, because you can just one shovelful, man, you're down to water. And you can do that in like August. And it turns out all those ones I cut off, now the healthy ones are shooting up, and I've checked them and stuff, and the cottonwoods are still growing, so that's good. So I'm just wanted to go back to, I just would like to have all around us, all Mother Nature. Like I said, we're back to earthers, and we like living with the earth, and so that's it.
I'm testing mine.
Oh, how?
Remember that
Okay.
video I did?
Yes,
like,
yes. Okay, I'm listening.
Button?
What?
So before humans came onto this land, it was a wetlands. The previous owner who owned the property wanted to have use of the land, so they brought in a lot of rock and gravel and built up where we're sitting right now.
And they used whatever the heck, you wouldn't believe some of the crap that I've pulled out of the dirt and stuff, man, like wrought iron rails, which is kind of cool, but man, it does heck on tires. Right.
Yeah. So I just wanted to get that in there. That it was originally a wetlands.
Yes, it was. Yeah, this originally we would be sitting, I would say, in probably 3 or 4 foot of water or more. You know, it's just different spots, you know, just like any swamp, you know, and the difference between a wetland and a swamp is trees. So basically we have a swamp, you know. The wetland was out on this end, and then it went down, and then the trees and everything was a swamp in the creek bottom and stuff. So that was something that my son, that is so smart, informed me.
My Honor Society son.
Yeah, they just got on the Honor Society last night and stuff. We didn't make it up there. We missed out. I'm sorry, Kevin D. Yeah. We were going to, but he has a lot of company. There's so much going on that we'd rather wait, because we're going to go up there in a couple of weeks and do a little mushroom hunting and fishing with him. I'd much rather, I mean, not that I wouldn't want to watch him do a award thing.
Right, but
but we'd rather go hunting or mushroom hunting and all that.
We really wouldn't have gotten to see him.
No, because there's so much stuff going on, company and everything coming.
Yeah, their family.
Anything else you wanted to address?
No.
Miss Kitty?
And we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
And the other thing is, on yesterday's video, the no trespassing thing, I got this one from, you know, usually I don't even do comments when somebody says something, but we have this new guy, and you can check it out on my deal. I left it up. It's Tribal Outdoors. I can't understand if he's talking about the people I was talking about, or if he's talking about me, but he says, as the wise elders once said, when the blood in your veins returns to the sea and the earth in your bones returns to the ground, perhaps his then you will remember that this land does not belong to you. It is you that belongs to the land. I totally 100,000% agree with that. The idea that someone thinks they can own Earth makes my blood boil. And I will have no problem returning their blood to the sea, and they tell me, when they tell me where I can go and can't go. And I responded, I took it kind of both ways, whether he was poking at me or whatever, but basically just told him, dude, you run your four-wheeler down through my creek bottom, and I don't care. Yeah, I do not own it. I'm borrowing it from my grandchildren, the land, and we all belong to the Mother Earth. And if you watch my videos, besides coming out of nowhere, I've never even heard this dude. He has no videos, Tribal Outdoors. I don't know if he was taking pop shots at me, but Silver Springs jumped in there and poked back at him, and in that case, anyway, I'm trying to preserve and live at one with the earth. And my little story about somebody running their four-wheeler, I don't give a crap who you are, and I don't have a problem putting blood back to the earth either myself. So that's all I got to say about that. And what else? I'm trying to run through this fast, man. We got a lot going on. It's dinner time. We got to check out this, man. Dude, this is the biggest long. It's a snuffer, a candle snuffer. Look at that, man. 26 inches long. An old brass, man. It's old. Came out of an old cabin. It is so awesome. We went up and went through this cabin yesterday and got a bunch of stuff. I'll show this real fast. We're running, man. We got dinner on the things, one thing. Look at this old 1961 Virginia conservation. Man, turkey egg hatching. And that's from 1944. Then this one's from 1959. And it's a whole proceedings. First National Wild Turkey. You can check out a bunch of these on our eBay. That's all I got. You got anything else? Nope, man, I can sit here and show you stuff all day. Nebraska pronghorn, but I ended up with a stack of probably what 30 different old pamphlets, all from the well, some are West Virginia,
Alabama,
South Dakota, Illinois, Alabama, Memphis, Tennessee. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Did you have something else you were saying? Helps keep the lights on, the home fires burning. Check out the eBay below, the T-shirts. Been selling some more of those. Thank you very much. And good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise.
We will be back again tomorrow.
See ya!